This video is brought to you by Straight Goods News, Canada's alternative online news source. Visit straightgoods.ca.
All details of the cuts, that there'll be a general accounting of the cuts in the budget, and the details of who gets chopped comes later on. Can you comment on that?
Well, there's not going to be intimate detail. We never have all the intricacies in the budget. The budget would have to be 1,000 pages if we did that. But there'll be enough information that it'll be comprehensible, that it will describe what we're doing in terms of the deficit reduction action plan, and much more than that. This is a jobs and growth budget. That's just one aspect of it.
When will you be balancing the budget, Minister?
We are on track still for the medium term. There's been no significant change in the track.
Even though the budget deficit month on month is much less than it was last year, almost back to.
But we have a track going forward, and we are on the track. I mean, it's possible we do a bit better, but I think right now, when I look at the numbers, we're still on the track we were in the autumn.
In terms of the cuts, are we closer to the $4 billion or the $8 billion figure? I mean, we've been vacillating back and forth between the two.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into where we're going to land on the numbers with respect to the deficit reduction action plan. The key is this: we have a $265 billion budget. We're talking about relatively small spending reductions, certainly nothing more than moderate spending reductions in a budget of that size. If you want to look at big austerity programs, you go to the United Kingdom today, you go to Canada 1995, 1996. This is not in that order of magnitude.
Should the civil servants be worried?
Public service unions are planning a big day of action tomorrow. A lot of it's going to be in Ottawa. They seem to be awfully worried about what you have in mind. Can you do anything to reassure them?
Well, I tell you, some of the numbers I've read from some of the public service unions are outrageous. I don't know where they're getting their numbers from. Having said that, we've been through a difficult recession. Many people in the private sector lost their jobs. The public sector has been protected. The public sector did a very good job, actually, and grew significantly during the time of the first phase of the Economic Action Plan. So I think most Canadians view it as realistic that we have a balance, and that we ask the public service to participate in the belt tightening that the rest of the country has been doing.
A couple more.
Did you get that?
In French, people are worried about the cuts. What can you do
Oh.
to reassure them?
Nous devons avoir quelques réductions, mais ce n'est pas les grandes réductions au budget fédéral. Nous allons avoir le budget dans un mois, le 29 mars. Un mois prochain.
Okay, last one.
No, I don't know how it could affect the budget. We don't know anything about it. As far as I know, there's some allegations being made about some political parties that might have done, or some individuals, I guess, who might have done something somewhere. Our political party is totally cooperative. Whatever we're asked to give Elections Canada, we give them. I hope the other parties will do the same thing.
If you're facing court-ordered by-elections, you might have to soften it.
Listen, I'm in the world of fiscal affairs, and I'm not in that world. We will proceed with the budget on March 29th.
Mr. Flaherty, is there any